I was just recently asked, what am I afraid of? And as I sit here and think, I said, I'm not afraid of anything. Now, is that true? That I'm not afraid of anything? Why won't I do the things that I know I need to do to be successful? And as I contemplate that, I realize there must be some type of fear that's holding me back. And as I search my mind, and as I'm speaking to my audience of my friends or someone that's associated with me in some kind of way, I realize that my biggest fear has always been a failure. I always try to be good or great at everything that I attempt. And I have not failed. But I'm comfortable with the everyday job because I know it's going to generate a paycheck. And I'm going to get paid for my services. So when something else was introduced to me, real estate, which I've always had an interest in, I just never knew how to step out there in faith. Hi, Kenneth. I hooked up with someone that's a professional. So if I'm with someone who knows what to do, why won't I tap into that knowledge? Like he always tell me, you're not going to know everything that I know because I've been doing this for 15 years. You're new at the games. So once you learn and you have me to teach you, then there's no stopping you. Get all your knowledge from me, and you can do this, Mary. It's great to have somebody that's encouraging you to do and to give you the knowledge in which you know you need to learn. The makings of a team, which that's what we have now. He's putting together this powerful team of masterminds, and would I fail at something, or not even fail, where I'm not as knowledgeable at something, someone else makes up for it in another area. So when I say my biggest fear, or what I'm afraid of, it's not being able to, not even not being able to hold my share, because I'm very capable of that. But I always try to be the best that I can be. And when you have other people, I realize I could tap into that knowledge that they have to impart to me and be even better, an even better me. So when I look at it, as I journey, my personal journey, and the goals that I set for myself, I can't be afraid to even tackle those goals, which I have been doing. One of my goals is to be a better me. Socialize with people who can make me, to lift me up, vice bring me down, on a positive journey into being around positive people that's doing positive things to make a difference instead of the negative. Because when you get that negative energy, it just puts you in a different place. And I'm not in that place anymore. One of my fears is not to live up to the expectations that I set for myself. But fear, I can overcome fear by just doing it, but by just tackling the things that I know is holding me back. So fear become obsolete because, as they say, I was in the Marine Corps for 13 years. Leadership was hallmark of being a Marine. Somewhere, somehow, working with people, that leader quality, I still have it. But when you work for someone by working for yourself, it's different. So, of course, I'm stepping out there on faith now. And I'm in a positive space. Real estate is going to be my financial security to getting out of that everyday job. I know people always say that, but because I have it in my mind, it's my goal. I know I'm going to do it. And I look at everyone else and say, what are you afraid of? What is your biggest fear? I know mine is a failure, but I can't fear failure, because if you fail, then you need to get back up and try. And it made me think, I had made a live video and the sound came out horribly, horribly. And I didn't post it because I was like, oh, it's terrible. I can't post this video, but I never tried to do it again. And that was over a week ago. So here it is, coming live, sitting in the car at a Home Depot, waiting to get some stuff for my property that we now own to fix it up. And like I said, I just wanted to sit there and put how many people out here is afraid of failure? We don't try, and if we do try, we fail, so we don't try again. That's like, and that's what keep us down. That's what keep us in the same place we're in, day after day, year after year, month after month. I know I didn't say that in sequence, but you get the gist of what I'm saying. You can't succeed until you fail. So, coming to you live, which I'm not a pro at this, so I'm going to get better with time, because you're going to be seeing me coming live quite regularly, even if it's every day, just to say hi. We all have our journeys. We all know what we want to do in life, but we're afraid to step out of our faith because we're afraid of failure. And what has helped me along my journey is reading some of these personal development books and listening to motivational speakers. You can't do things or do anything. You can't accomplish anything if you're afraid to try. And that's what keeps a lot of us down. Not trying because we fear we're going to fail. But if you try and you fail, then you keep trying and trying and trying. And one day you'll get it right. Because without trying, you never know if you could do it. So, in saying that, for all the people out there, I know you've been seeing Mr. Jones, Cecil Jones, on my timeline. He's a guru at real estate. He has put together a mastermind team. We have actually a club, Flip Your Life Club. It's apartment. We have everything going on. But anyway, he's a great mentor. He teaches me a lot. He's a great motivator. Like I told him, you need to be a motivational speaker. You get people's mind together. As you said, he came from basically nothing. I have a kind of a different background, but my background is more of a working class background. We don't have, I was trying to think, we don't have any entrepreneurs in our family. We've always worked for someone. Although we're successful in the jobs that our chosen field, I want to see how it feels not to work for someone. I want to be able to wake up in the morning and work for myself. So when I work that 9 to 5, it's for myself. And it's not necessarily a 9 to 5, it's the hours that I choose to work, because that's my goal, is to become financially independent, work for myself, and leave a legacy for my grandson. I have this little boy who, while I'm a grandparent, and since I've become a grandparent 2 months ago, it has really changed my life and a lot of my way of thinking. Because as people will say, you can, we go day to day living, but we don't sit there and see all the value that we add to the world. I have my own way of doing things, and the way that I've been doing things haven't necessarily generated the wealth that I would like, or the legacy that I would like to leave for my grandson, who he's only 2 months, but if something happened to me, I want to make sure he's taken care of. I want him to say, my grandmother left something behind for me. So I'm getting off into real estate. Well, actually, I am part of the real estate and buying up houses in Detroit. That's our goal, to turn around and become the bank as they say, is the hallmark name is Think Like a Bank. You know, we want to buy these properties for people who can't get houses through a regular bank. Put them on land contract, and it's a journey. Like I said, I'm sitting here at the Home Depot. We're getting some things for the property. One of the properties need quite a bit of work. The other one doesn't need much at all. So next week we're going to an auction for other properties in Detroit. And I'm kind of sad that our people haven't taken advantage of opportunities that's out here for them. Hi, Asia. Hi, Chris. That's out here for them. I've been a Detroiter all my life, like I said, with the exception of me going into the military, and now I'm back home. These opportunities have been here, but I've never utilized them. And so when I sit there and think of someone coming from a different state, he's always on Facebook getting other contacts, making, and other people coming to invest in the city that I've been living in almost all my life, with the exception of when I left to go into the military, and looking at the opportunities that we've just slept on, and we sleep on a lot of opportunities because what? We're afraid. We're afraid that we may fail. We're afraid of stepping out there on faith. We're afraid of the unknown. We're just afraid. But being afraid is never going to get you to the point where you want to be in life. Hey, Terrell. Hey, Chris. Thank you. But anyway, being afraid, that's why when I look around and I see all the successful people, I'm certain that they have failed at something once in their lifetime. And they went out there and they kept trying, and then they succeeded at something. So in saying that, you have to fail to succeed. I read all these posts, and I'm posting the posts, very positive posts, and I believe them, because if you are afraid to try, then you always gonna be on the bottom. And I'm not talking about bottom. I'm just talking about you will never acquire that wealth that we all be seeking. We all want financial security for our family or ourselves. Here I am, and I'm not afraid of my age. I'm 48 years old, and I can't working an everyday job with the way the economy is great right now. But of course, we all know we just elected a new president. Who knows if Social Security is going to be around when it's time for me to collect Social Security. So now I have to plan for my future. And in saying that, I invested in something that I may not even get with the age of 59. And of course, they're talking about raising the Social Security age. So think about it. That age goes from 59 to what? Who knows? God knows what. And like I said, I'm not knocking anybody hustle. I'm not knocking anything like that. But in saying that, it may not even be around. If they have their way, it definitely won't be around. Or I'll probably be dead before I could collect Social Security. So I want to be able to live and do the things that I want to do at an age in which I'm still young. So 48 is not old. So I want to be able to enjoy my life while I can. And real estate is the way out of I just see it, like they said, property's always going to be here, but we have to take advantage of it while we can. Because if everybody is starting to think like a bank, guess what? They're going to buy up all the properties and we're going to be looking crazy. So I'm just reaching out to my people and say, hey, get on board. You don't even have to actually be in real estate to actually get some of these properties. You could be a financial contributor. We could buy properties for you. Wholesaling properties is different. It's all different aspects to real estate. And if you feel like it's something that interests you in any kind of way, you could reach out to myself. Live on Facebook. I'm actually live on Facebook doing my own thing. Yay. But anyway, you can reach out to myself. Hi, Miguel. How are you? Or like I said, I have an awesome mentor, Cecil Jones. He's he's the man that you need to really go to. And you can reach out to him, schedule an appointment at flipmylifeclub.com. Or you can reach out to me. You can inbox me for more information, and I'd be glad to assist you in any way I can. But what am I afraid of? And people who know me will say she's not afraid of anything. But the people that don't, I don't know. So I just shared my biggest fear. My biggest fear with anything is failure. I always have to be the best of the best. So in saying that, I can't fail at this real estate thing, and I know I'm not gonna fail because I got good people around me, right, Miguel? Anyway, y'all have a nice day. Figured I'd share. Bye for now. Until next time.